Hi everybody, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for the Chiron in Aries, and I know I'm a little late with this and I don't know what sign it is, but hey girl, hey. If you guys want to do the extended video for this, I put it on the February playlist as well as the super duper bonus playlist. Both are linked down below. I'm about to find out what sign I'm reading for, but I like doing 3 cards to start. Your first card is the Two of Swords. So Chiron in Aries just generally means that we are all going to be confronted with who we are in terms of what we express, what we value, what is most important to us. So I'll tell you guys the astrology in just a moment, but first we have the Two of Swords. So I feel as though maybe there's been a little bit of indecision, a little bit of confusion. I think that my natural feeling about this is that you are waiting to hear back from something. You're waiting for a confirmation, some kind of word from someone or something. We have the Chariot next, which is the card of Cancer, and this is the card of overcoming obstacles, someone coming in. I really sense that you're kind of in some way waiting for someone to help you, waiting for someone to save you, that kind of thing. And that's okay in some degree to want to do that as well. A lot of people need this. By the way, these are the Karma tarot cards, and I have them in my store that's linked down below if you want to get them. It's an out of print deck, so it's going to be pricey, but it's really nice. If you find a better place to get it, let me know where. 6 of Coins. Okay. So I feel like you're hoping that somebody will come in to make things fair and more just for you. I really feel like you feel a sense of injustice. Like you've been asked to be kind of keeping your place in life, like hold your space, and people around you have put you where it's convenient for them. And in some way, I think that you're not okay, like the head's disjointed. These are very like existential cards. I like them a lot. And I feel as though you feel disjointed from the truth of who you are. And so in some way, you're hoping that there's going to be some wonderful solution, and a nice formula that helps you. So I have my Astro dice. I'll roll it to find out what sign it is. And then at the end, I'm going to roll more Astro dice for more information for you guys who waited. So I have Cancer, and I have done Cancer already. Taurus I've done. And Leo I have done as well. Pisces I've done, all of the ones. Sag, hey Sag, that's you. So I think that you're hoping that there's going to be some kind of financial positive outcome for you, Sag, in some type of... I think that this is more to do with like transcendental energy, which means like things that have like metaphysical, metaphorical energy. Like this is what you're looking for, and this is the archetype that you're waiting for, the type of person, the type of situation. And this type of person and situation you're hoping for will make things equal and fair for you. That's you know, something to think about. So it's like you're constantly waiting for someone, and in some way I feel like you have been put into place by circumstance. Either the people around you have fed you down one. It's almost like when you're in a group, when you're in a group and you're surrounded by a lot of people who believe, you know, one thing or another, it can be very, very confusing. It's called gaslighting, a social gaslighting, or when we're put into circumstances. That's why a lot of people go to war, because they're in environments where everyone around them is very much feeding the kind of negative energy, and in some way they are communicating that to each other. I'm just going to adjust this light a little bit because it's frankly a little bit light in here. And let's see what we can do. There we go. Make it better. It's a very sunny day here today, which is great. So let's take a look at how this looks in your chart. So Aries is your 5th house, and so Chiron in Aries really represents that you are in some way moving into a position in which you are meant to take account of what you truly desire and how that desire is expressed in your day-to-day life, which is Chiron and Aries. So in some way, Chiron and Aries is going to challenge you on the things that you're doing and the things that you're doing that are not aligned with who you truly are. And you are going to go through like a catharsis around it. You're going to be challenged and things will come through that will in some way sometimes take away certain things that have to do with the false narratives that you are writing, the false representations of yourself. And then on the other side, you will have the empowering moment of really taking a hold of what you truly want, and thereby really kind of coming into your own safety or into your own saving yourself kind of energy. So I think the issue here is it came through really strong, the reading. So I think the issue is really the fact that maybe we can leave it up. I think the issue is that you are in some way really waiting for someone else because something within yourself hasn't adjusted to finding that within yourself. And this is a process everyone goes on. So don't feel like it's like, oh yeah, Sag, like you just don't get it. Everyone doesn't get it, but that's the process you're working through. And it's a 7-year process from 2016 to 2026. So you're really going to go through a lot of this, what you truly want, who you truly want. Some of you may come into realization about your sexuality preferences. So you may actually switch who you prefer to be with or what kind of circumstances. And so I feel as though, yeah, that's all coming in for you now. Here is some message. We have the 4 of Wands. So home, family. There's a lot of kind of shutting yourself out from doing the things that you want, closing the door, closing things out, feeling anticipation towards the things coming in, but then also being kind of afraid of them. Then we have the Ace of Swords. There's going to be some kind of communication that comes through to offer some type of solution. And then we have the Knight of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I think that there's going to be someone who enters your life through this time who is going to be offering up some kind of emotional gesture. That emotional gesture is going to inform you about addressing this. This really feels like this is towards the beginning, the entire situation towards the beginning of the transit as opposed to a one more far away. I feel as though you're waiting for an answer, and I think that someone is going to move forward in some kind of direction. Somebody's going to move towards some kind of direction on your behalf. It seems as though there's someone acting on your behalf nonetheless, even towards the other part of the situation. The real issue is that in some way you are not attached to exactly the energy of what you're conveying, and I think that that is a byproduct of how you had been put into the position by other people around you. So in some way you have been placed in a compromised position or a compromised belief system, and there's that sense of dis-ease that you feel towards your current circumstances. And I feel like you kind of hide away, and then you have someone else kind of putting forward actions on your behalf or moving forward towards some kind of direction. But I think that the idea is that there is a cost that comes with that, and I think there's a cost that comes with that. I think that it has to do with some kind of payout of something. Interesting. So I think probably as you turn to more being in touch with who you are, as you renege the things that were given to you by your family or friends that you didn't really want, then maybe you will be more ready to embrace that which you want and move forward. Maybe in some way this is you, the Knight of Cups, moving forward towards that which you want once you fully kind of come to terms with that. Right now it feels really far away. Even from this picture, it looks like this person's looking over here. It's like, whoa, that's so far away. But I feel like in some way it's just a moment before you decide to move forward with things, and then you'll be very successful. Okay, so let's take a look at our dice. I have 4 dice, 2 with numbers on them and 2 with astrological placements. So let's see. So we have the number 3. So you can use these numbers to kind of guide you over the next 7 years. The number 5. So you can add those together and have the number 8. We have Neptune, and Neptune is going to be in your 4th house of home and family the entire time. This is the card of home, the 4 of Wands. So this Neptune energy, it feels like Neptune can feel really confusing and really kind of, it's a gas giant, right? So where is up, where is down? It can be quite confused. And then we have Jupiter, which is in your sign this year, but will actually cover about this much of your chart, and it'll be around your 7th house by the time that Chiron leaves Aries. So Jupiter right now is really you putting forward boldly some kind of identity piece about who you are. I'm thinking that by the time that this finishes, you'll realize some of the, you could go further if you knew more about yourself at this point, about what you desire, about the things you want. And as Jupiter is going through this 1st house, you're getting the opportunity to assert exactly what you want. And over the next 7 years, as Jupiter transits to your 7th house, I feel like you will learn a lot about how you could have done better. I hate saying that, but it's like you'll learn more of how you could have been more authentic to assert what you want. And then you will learn the lessons. And next time Jupiter is here in 11 years, you will have the opportunity to learn from that. So this can be even like an 11-year reading in which you are really paying attention. You're still going to get a lot of what you want here, but I think the next time around is going to be really special. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'm doing the extended reading using the Tarot of Dreams on Vimeo, so go check that out if you got the February reading or the super duper bonus reading. Thank you guys so much. Have a nice day. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.